Thomas White was born in 1814 at Edinburgh, Scotland. He married his wife Jessie in Birmingham and bore 2 children, Robert and Jessie. The children were sent to boarding school in Edinburgh. Thomas suffered from a hereditary disease of rheumatic fever which plagued him frequently. In June 1850, at age 36, and possibly to ease his suffering in a warmer and drier environment, Thomas decided to emigrate to Australia to seek his fortune by selling goods supplied from England by his brother Robert whilst Jessie remained in Birmingham. He loved his wife and children dearly and wrote to them often. It is assumed that once he had established himself he would bring them out to Melbourne. He was financially secure and purchased a shop at No. 6 Collins Street, Melbourne, and apart from a bout of rheumatic fever, business went well. He sold household items, and a letter sent to his brother Robert detailed clocks and smokers' pipes as 2 of the sale items. A letter sent to him in Melbourne by his son Robert demonstrated that the boy was well educated. In 1852 the gold rush struck and many people left Melbourne to head for the goldfields. As a result, the Collins Street businesses went into decline, so much so that the traders of Collins Street offered a £200 reward for anyone that struck gold in Melbourne in an attempt to create a gold rush locally and bring the people back to town, but to no avail. It is not known exactly when Thomas left Melbourne and came to the Wedderburn goldfields, but it was sometime from 1852 onwards. Little is also known of his successes as a prospector, and it is assumed that he sold the shop in Melbourne to fund his exploits at the goldfields. Whilst in Wedderburn he once again contracted rheumatic fever, and fell ill in his tent. His illness was protracted for several weeks until he passed away on the 21st of July 1855. He was buried next to the tent where he lived. The Wedderburn Historical Records Museum holds several documents including copies of letters that he wrote to his family members and a statutory declaration regarding his death, made by William Cosh. He was described as being 5 foot 6 inches tall, flushed face, prominent nose, and stooped when he walked. He was 41 years old when he died. It is also assumed that William Cosh would have written to his family to advise of his death.